Assalamu alaikum and good morning, dear students. Assalamu alaikum and good morning, dear students. Hope you all are safe and sound. Now, this is your general science class, so kindly be attentive. Okay? Let me revise the previous lecture. In the previous lecture, we have studied the classification of plants. We have studied that plants have been classified into two major groups, that is flowering plants and non-flowering plants. Then we have studies that those plants which produce flowers are flowering plants, and the examples of flowering plants are that is rose, apple, sunflower. Then we have studied the non-flowering plants. The example of non-flowering plants are that is fern and moses. Okay. So in today's lecture, we are going to start the body parts and their functions. The major body parts and their function. So teeth, bones, lungs, heart, stomach, brain, and muscles are major human body parts that we will study here. Look at the human skeleton. Look at the human skeleton. Look at their brain. The first body part is brain. The brain is present in the skull. The function of the brain is also called the central control system because the brain controls all the activities of your body, all the system of the body. That's why the brain is called the central control system, or the brain is a boss of your body because it's control all the activities of your body. Then teeth. Look at here, students. You take food into the body through the mouth. You take food into the body through the mouth. The teeth helps us to tear and grind hard food and make it into a paste. What is the function of the teeth? The teeth helps us to tear and grind hard food and make it into a paste. Then another body part is windpipe. Windpipe is actually the air passage from the throat to the lungs. Windpipe is a respiratory organ and it is the air passage from the throat to the lungs. As lung is also the respiratory organ. So what is the function of the lungs? The exchange of gases take place in the lungs by contracting and relaxing. How the exchange of gases? The oxygen is absorbed in the blood while the carbon dioxide is removed from the blood. So the exchange of gases take place in the lungs. Not another body part here is given, that is heart. What is the function of the heart? The heart is made up of cardiac muscles, and the function of the heart is to pump the blood through the circulatory system by contracting and relaxing. What is the function of the heart? The function of the heart is to pump blood throughout the body. Another body part here is given, that is liver. What is the function of the liver? The main function of the liver is that it produces the digestive juices called bile, which helps in digestion. Another function of the liver is it helps to filter the blood and stores food energy in the form of glucose. The liver stores food energy in the form of glucose. It helps to filter the blood and produces the digestive juices, which helps in digestion. Now let's move to the next body part, that is the stomach. The stomach is a bag made of smooth muscles, that helps to break down the food into still smaller particles. What is the function of the stomach? That helps to break down the food into still smaller particles, and the stomach muscles helps to churn the food and mix it with the juices. And mix it with what? With the juices. The function of the stomach is the function stores food for the several hours, and that helps to break down the food into smaller particles. That helps to churn the food and mix it with the juices. Then let's move to the next body part. As the food passes from the stomach through a long tube called the small intestine. In the small intestine, more digestive juices make the food, more digestive juices added to the food, which makes the food softer. The digested food in the form of nutrients are absorbed in the walls of the small intestine, and the undigested food passes to the large intestine. Here in large intestine, more water is absorbed from the undigested food, and the solid part like waste, the solid waste of it is sent out of the body as feces through the anus. समझ आ गई? आवाज आ रही है आपको स्टूडेंट्स? आवाज आ रही है तो हाथ खड़ा करें, शाबाश, मुझे बताएं. Now, another body part here is given the kidney. What is the function? The main function of the kidney is to purify the blood by excretion of waste product in the form of urine. Another body part, blood vessels. What is the function of the blood vessels? The blood vessel actually circulates the blood and the digested food in the form of nutrients throughout the body. Then here is another body part given bones. What is the function of the bones? Okay, tell me what it will be if there were no bone in your body. You will not be able to walk, to run, to sit, or playing any physical activities like playing football. Also, all the bones together make up the skeleton. The bones give strength and support to the body. It frames the shape of the body, and the backbone helps you to stand straight. Now, the muscles, the function of the muscle, as you know, the skeletal system is a very important system of your body. So the bones cannot work on its own. It needs the support from the muscles to perform its job. So the function of the muscle is to bring movement in the body. It helps you to move hands, arms, feet, and legs. All these body parts we are going to study in details in the coming lecture. Iski yahan tak ki samajh aa gayi? What is the function of the brain? The brain controls all the activities of the body. The teeth helps us to chewing food. Windpipe is the air passage from the throat to the lungs. The lung is the respiratory organs where exchange of gases take place. The heart pumps blood through the heart pumps blood throughout the body, and the liver produces the digestive juices which helps in digestion. The stomach store foods. The stomach store food for several hours, and it helps to break down the food into smaller particles. The blood vessels circulate the blood and the digested food in the form of nutrients throughout the body. The kidneys purify the blood by excretion of waste product in the form of urine. The small intestine absorb the digested food, while the large intestine remove the solid waste from the body through anus. Then the bones frame the shape of the body, strength and support to the body, and the backbone help you to stand straight. The muscles bring movement in the body. That is the body parts and their function. Now let's move to another topic. Another topic is teeth. Now we are going to explain all these body parts in details. Now look at the first topic, the first body part, that is teeth. Can you swallow large pieces of bread or meat without chewing? Dear student, can you swallow large pieces of bread or meat without chewing? No, we cannot swallow large pieces of bread or meat without chewing. There are 4 types of teeth that perform various functions. How many types of teeth? 4 types of teeth which perform various functions. We cannot swallow large pieces of bread or meat without chewing. The 4 types of teeth are, their names are incisors, canines, premolar, and molar. Now, okay, the teeth at the front of the mouth are used for cutting and biting. Incisor कौन सी teeth होती है? The teeth which are present at the front of the mouth and used for cutting and biting are called incisor. These are, आवाज आ रही है आप लोगों को? अच्छा, तो incisors The teeth at the front of the mouth used for cutting and biting the food. There are 8 incisors, 4 in each jaw. 4 in each jaw. कितने incisor teeth है? 8 है. 4 in each jaw. हर एक jaw में 4 teeth है. ठीक है? And incisor teeth are used for what? Biting and cutting the food. Now another one is canines. Canines are the pointed teeth beside your incisors. Because these teeth are pointed and also very sharp, that helps you for piercing and tearing the food. There are 4 canines, 2 in each jaw. कितने canines है? Incisor and incisors है, and 4 in each jaw. While canines जो है, there are 4 canines, 2 in each jaw. Canines are the pointed teeth beside your incisors, and they are sharp. So they helps you. They helps in tearing food and piercing the food. Now another type of teeth is premolar. Premolar and molar, the bigger premolar and molar, these are the bigger flatter teeth at the back of the mouth. These are used to grind and chew the food. They are the toughest teeth. Premolar are used for grinding the food, while molars are used for chewing the food. There are, okay, let me explain. There are 4 types of teeth that perform various functions. Their names are incisors, canines, premolar, and molar. Canines, the teeth at the front of the mouth used for cutting and biting. There are 8 incisors, 4 in each jaw. Now canines, the canines are the pointed teeth beside your incisors. These teeth are also very sharp. So the teeth they are used for piercing and tearing the food. Premolar are bigger, flatter teeth at the back of the mouth used for chewing, used for grinding and chewing the food. And molar are also used for chewing and grinding the food. Let me show you the teeth. Look at this. Incisors, canines. Let me show you the teeth. Look at this picture. Here is canines, premolar, incisor, and molar teeth. Look at this. Canines are used for tearing and piercing the food. Premolar are used to crush the food. Incisor are used for cutting and biting the food, while molar are used for grinding and chewing the food. These are 4 types of teeth. Okay, these are incisors, canines, premolar, and molar. Now, here is the example. Look at the picture of the tiger. The tiger used what? The tiger used its canines for tearing the food. Where the canines are present? The canines are present beside the incisors because these are the pointed sharp teeth. The tiger used its canines for tearing the food, for piercing the prey. Prey कहते हैं शिकार को. Look at the canines की समझ आ गई. Tiger uses its canines for tearing the food. Now, let me show you the incisors. Look at this. The rat used its incisor for biting the food or killing prey. This is the incisors. teeth को देख के फ्रंट पे 2 आप लोगों को नजर आ रहे हैं ना. रेट की incisors teeth को देख के शाबाश है ना. तो रेट की canines और incisor की समझ आ गई आप लोगों को. A tiger has large canines. Tiger uses its canines for tearing or piercing the prey, while the rat has incisors. So the rat used its incisors for biting the food or killing the prey. समझ आ गई teeth की? Clear? Should I revise the lecture? Okay, tell me in the comment section. Should I revise the lecture? Okay. Which one topic? The body parts or the teeth? Okay, dear students, let me revise the lecture. So in today's lecture, we have studied the major body parts and their functions like brain, teeth, windpipe, heart, lung, liver, stomach, kidney, blood vessels, small intestine, large intestine, muscles, and bones. We have studied their functions, that the brain, what is the function of the brain? The brain is the boss of the body. The brain controls all the function of your body. The teeth helps us for the teeth helps us in chewing the food. Windpipe is what? Windpipe is the air passage from the throat to the lungs. The lung is the respiratory organ through which the exchange of gases take place. Heart, what is the heart? Is made up of cardiac muscles. The heart, the function of the heart is to pump the blood through the circulatory system. The stomach, what is the function of the stomach? The stomach can store food for several hours. The stomach can store food for several hours. That helps to break down the food into smaller particles. Then the kidney, the function of the kidney is to purify the blood by extraction of waste product in the form of urine. Then we have studied blood vessels. The function of the blood vessel is to circulate the blood and the digested food in the form of nutrients throughout the body. The small intestine absorb the digested food in the wall of the intestine, while the undigested food are moved to the large intestine. Here the water is absorbed from the food and the solid waste is removed from the body through the anus. Then we have studied the muscles and bones and the types of teeth. There are 4 types of teeth: incisor, canines, premolar, and molar. Incisors are present these are the 4 types of teeth. So incisor are present at the teeth at the front of the mouth. There are 8 incisor teeth, 4 in each jaw. Then canines are the pointy teeth beside your incisors. These are sharp teeth and they are used for piercing and tearing the food. Now premolar and molar are a bigger, flatter teeth at the back of the mouth. These are used to grind and chew the food and they are the toughest teeth. Then examples of this: a tiger and a rat. A tiger has a large canines while a rat has incisor. While the tiger uses its canines for piercing the prey and the rat uses its incisor for biting the food or killing the prey. Clear? Homework. Okay, students, now do the homework. Your homework is learn all 4 types of teeth. Learn all 4 types of teeth and their functions. Like here is given: incisor used for biting and cutting food. Canines are used for piercing and tearing food. Premolar and molar are used for chewing and grinding food. So that is your homework. Okay, clear?